Yep. Probably the worst thing for paper is people, if you have a tear, the first thing to do is throw a piece of tape on it to fix it. And actually, I have a perfect example of what tape can do to paper. This is a Bible that was my grandmother's. If I can find the part that I mended. And you can see this, I've removed the tape from this, but the discoloration is permanent. That's the tape just bled right into the paper. But I was able to get the glassy part of the tape off, and then obviously, and I mended it with an archival material. So I mean, it looks really nice now, but I mean that's permanent damage from tape. So there are definitely a lot of different alternatives to mending tears besides tape. And one product you can get, actually they can order it for you here, or you can go online. This is a company called Lineco. Yep. And it's called a transparent mending tissue. And you
can see it here and here if you just want to look at it and pass it around.
So basically, it's you just cut a piece off just like you would with tape, but then you use like we would use what's called a boning tool, which I know you can get those like in scrapbooking and whatnot. And you just put it on and you bone it on, and it stays. And we actually use a material that's similar to that, but it's heat set. So we put it on with a tacking iron. But that would, that one there would be easier. You just cut off your piece and put it on, almost like tape, but it's completely archival and it's not going to damage the paper. And it's also reversible. So
it's far easier to reverse that, because
definitely.
What they use for a media as the binding agent between, say, a regular tape, that glassy shiny part, and then there's adhesive on the bottom that sticks onto the paper. The chemical compound of that adhesive is what discolors and what we call cross links with the paper, leaving that stain behind. So any amount of cleaning, would that have been on a print? No amount of cleaning I could do would ever remove that. There's no chemical reversal once it's cross-linked into that paper and cause that discolored line. You're always going to see it. So to be proactive, the best thing you can do is to either seek out a professional if it's not something you're comfortable with. But if you're a sort of do-it-yourselfer and you're comfortable with wanting to do that on your own, either going online and seeking that out, coming here to a store like Artist Mediums or Boutilier's downtown, where they can get you access to those types of materials, and then you're doing right for your piece, you're giving it more longevity, or your book, and if it ever came to a day where you did want to get it restored by a professional, it would be easier for that professional to take care of it and do it in a way that's nice and clean and looks good.
Definitely.